Yeah, okay.
Hi, everyone. Welcome from near and far. It's my absolute pleasure to welcome you to this Shining Devi, Dynamic Entrepreneurial Women of Asia Devi Spotlight session. We're here to celebrate and honor incredible women who are high conscious leaders. So today we are joined by a truly inspiring woman whose work and wisdom we have touched lives across Southeast Asia and beyond. This lady is recognized as a shining Devi. Hanaa Wong Abdullah is a powerhouse of passion and purpose, and she is the founder of Bremer's Synergy. She has also served as the communication convener for Seroptimus International Southeast Asia, amplifying voices and messages that empower women and uplift communities. So without further ado, please join me in giving a warm welcome to the amazing Hanaa.
Thank you.
Welcome, Hanaa.
Hi, Cindy. Hello, everyone. Yeah.
Hi, Hannah. So lovely to have you here.
Thank
I
you.
love you're here to share your words of wisdom. So your guiding philosophy is as powerful as it is beautiful. Hannah, can you speak into your guiding philosophy, which is live and lead with strengths, integrity, and authenticity? Design a life that thrives on purpose, courage, and joy. That is so beautiful. Over to
Thank
you,
you.
Hannah.
Thanks a lot, Cindy. Absolutely. I was asked to come up with this guiding philosophy, and I never really put it into words until Dr. Aziza asked me to do that. And by profession and what I love to do, I'm passionate about helping everyone find what their top strengths are, character strengths. So when I say I'm a strengths coach, sometimes people think, in the gym. No, not physical strength, but character strengths. So I'm very passionate about that. I've been studying and practicing living a strengths-based life since 2016 when I first came across it. And the study of strengths, or the science of strengths, comes under the umbrella of positive psychology. So being a strengths coach and living a strengths-based life, we talk about strengths-based leadership, strengths-based parenting. It's all about using my own strengths and also helping others, the children or my colleagues or my husband, maximize their strengths as well. So live and lead with strengths is a guiding philosophy, because not only do we live it every day, or I do, but I'm also passionate about leadership. So if I can help someone know their strengths, live every day purposefully using their strengths, and then come into leadership using their strengths, then I'm good. I'm done. So that's a little bit about strengths, but along with strengths, one of my top core values is integrity. I How shall I put this diplomatically? I guess when I come across situations where I know that non-truths are being spoken, or somebody is doing something that they said they never would, or just having a lack of integrity that just I it's very difficult for me to not show it on my face that is unacceptable. So living with integrity is also very important to me, and I'm very happy that I am surrounded by people who also live with high integrity. So that's the integrity piece. Authenticity, I think I don't really need to talk about that very much, because everyone here, all the shining Dewis that I've met online or face to face, all are so authentic, pure of heart, and it's just there's so much love around. So that's the only way to live, I think, So that's my guiding philosophy.
Wow, that is so beautiful. So you've worked with many high integrity leaders. What kind of qualities do you see in those that lead with authenticity and integrity?
What qualities?
Yeah, what qualities as you have interacted with them?
As I guess the simplest way to describe interacting with high integrity leaders would be, it's so easy. You don't have to, watch your words. You can just be who you are, speak from the heart, always doing the right thing. Um, and everybody is on the same page. Do you know about the rules of the game? Uh, so there's yeah, some of
The
us who
rules of the game.
the rules of the game. So integrity is a big part of that, respecting each other, speaking respectfully and honoring each other, and just accepting everybody for who they are, without judgment. So, when we do business, with functioning from the same rules of the game, then it makes life very easy. And joy comes into it. So we live a life of integrity, a life of joy, and everything is easy. It's only when we need to, have our guard up in case we're dealing with somebody who's out to get us or have hidden agendas. That's when life becomes a bit more messy and unpleasant, and that's not how I want to live my life. So I make sure not to surround myself with that kind of
I love
situation.
that. Yeah, I love that. What you're actually saying is that when we put on a mask to try and be inauthentic to ourselves and to maybe please someone or kind of mold a situation, then we are not showing our true self, and that's when things get tricky. But when we are our true authentic self, then it's easy. We don't have to think too hard. We can just be, right? So
Yes,
that's beautiful. And so when you talk about all these roles, and I see you talk, I love that you talk about business. I also love business, but as women, we have to juggle many roles. And I would love to know, how can women in leadership stay aligned to their inner compass, when they dealing with these challenges, uncertainty, and the many roles, because you yourself say, it's not just one. When you're talking about strength, there's not one aspect of life. We're talking about every aspect of life with regards to our business, ourselves, parents, families, colleagues. Yeah, so how do we stay aligned to our
absolutely.
inner compass?
I think the first step would be to know how we define our inner compass. Do we know what our top core values are, whereby, those values are just non-negotiable? That's what makes us tick, right? And if we are dealing with somebody that's not of the same value, we just know we cannot have that person in our circle. To know clearly what our inner compass is to also know our purpose, what we want to do with our lives, and to be clear on that, so that the true north is always very clear in any situation whether it's in the family, whether it's parenting, whether it's doing business. If it's not in that direction of our true north and our inner compass, then it doesn't feel right. So in any decision that I have to make, I check that. That's how I stay true to my inner compass.
That's very powerful. Very powerful. I love this where you say define your core values, because it gives a clarity it's like a map and a direction in our life. And then the other thing that you're talking about is purpose. And if we truly know our purpose, then we aren't pushing hard. We are actually being magnetized and drawn and inspired towards that purpose. And I love it. It's actually a very graceful, beautiful way to be living your life. And I can see the joy in your face, you know. You're a graceful, beautiful lady living her life. I can see that and I can feel that energy. And I think it's really important for, or, you know, sometimes we just have to be there, just to be. We don't have to do a lot and talk a lot. And we can actually be a guiding light for others just
Yes.
through example. And I find that very inspiring. Um, with the
I do
way
want
that you
to,
are.
can I just add to that though? I haven't always been clear of my purpose, and I think it's not that easy to be clear. And then even when you become clear on one purpose, it could change, right? Um, so I don't want anybody who's listening to think that, oh, you wake up one day, I want to be clear on my purpose, and then have a sleep and then wake up and, oh, there it is. It doesn't work that way either. I think my purpose has kind of like moved a little bit over the years. Obviously, when my children were small, my purpose was all about them and helping them grow up to be good citizens of the world. Um, and now it's different. And now I'm more about empowering other women to be bolder in speaking up and finding their true purpose. And living with peace and joy is very big with me also now. So I just want everyone to understand that even if we are not clear on our purpose yet, there's always a time and place where it will become clear.
Oh,
If that makes
lovely.
sense.
And yeah, it's a road that we travel, right?
Yes.
It's a direction of travel. It's not like we've got our tick now and it's done, because
That's
we
right.
are never done. We're always growing and contributing. And like you said, it's more about others now that you want to give back.
Yeah.
And that is the wisdom, right, of all the experience. That is so
Yes.
lovely. So one thing that interests me is that you have this title. Is it a title or is it a role of, you had this role of communication convener? I love that. Sounds like such a rich role, right? For Seroptimus International. So
Yes.
how did that role shape your views on empowering women? What was your experience in that role?
Well, I'm still in it. I'm 1 year into that role. And it is the federation, which covers 13 countries in Southeast Asia and the Pacific. So Australia, New Zealand, and Samoa, so some of the Pacific Island countries also are in our federation. In this role, I manage a team, and we we try to get to know what the pulse is like in terms of how can we grow the organization in this federation. So currently, for membership, our average age of members are quite senior, above 60, average age of members across the federation. And we are wanting to have more younger women know about Seroptimus and what we do. And by the way, Seroptimus International is about advocacy for women and girls. We've been around for more than 100 years already. And the name Seroptimus is a Latin word, soro meaning sister, optimus, optima being the best. So being the best as sisters for women as women. So we want to help as many women as possible. And we do a lot of work for early child marriage, women in poverty, education for girls, and many others in the environment as well. So in my role, we want to make sure that all the good work that we do under projects and programs are known, get to be known by others, whether it's online or whether it's by publicity. So anything to do with communications, that's under my hat. So I I feel I'm not very good at it. Maybe my standards are very high, my own expectation, because I'm still learning, and it's a new role in the federation too. I'm the first person to have this role. They created this role just this term. So yeah, we're still learning. Yeah, but I've
Well,
got a
you communicated it. You communicated that excellently. I didn't know I didn't know about the organization, and I find it amazing actually that it spans so many countries, and it covers such an important role in society because yeah, and I think it actually it's it shows how women work so powerfully, so gracefully, and so quietly. So, with that being said, I would love to know from you, what does it mean to you being recognized as a shining Devi personally? There we go.
Oh man. What does it mean to me to be recognized as a shining Dewi? Well, in the first place, I was very humbled. I we're not in the habit of wanting to tell the whole world, what we do. And in Seraptimus, there's a saying like we're probably the best kept secret in the world, which doesn't help when we need to, fundraise for projects. Then like, who, what are you? Who are you? What do you do? So we are trying to mitigate that and change that view. We don't want to be the best kept secret anymore. So in that sense, I guess I need to embrace being recognized as a shining Dewi and not shy away from it, from being recognized, and just accept it gracefully, I guess is the word I want to say. And then of course being around with my fellow shining Devis is very inspiring, because guess what? I'm not the only one who who is shy, and there are many other women and shining Devis who are also doing wonderful work and just quietly going about their day and not needing the rah-rah. And it was just a beautiful thing that this happened. And it was very nice to meet you and to meet Dr. Aziza and also Jennifer. We've spoken on the phone. So it's very nice to be in the circle.
Oh, so beautiful. Thank you so much for gracefully accepting the spotlight on you. There are no accidents. You're here
There
for
are
a powerful
experts.
reason to shine your light. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much.
Thank you.
So I have a question that what advice would you give women who are feeling stuck or unsure of the next step?
An easy one would be find what your strengths are. You actually know what your strengths are. It's what you've been complimented on, and embrace those strengths and do more of those strengths, because we don't want to focus on our weaknesses. All of us have weaknesses, but let's do more of what we're good at. So if you're lost, you know you're good at something. All of us have our unique gifts. So go do more, find out what it is, do more of what you're good at, and you will be unstuck very quickly.
Beautiful. Thank you. So,
Okay.
Hanaa, if every woman listening today could walk away with one message from your heart, what
Mm.
would you want her to remember?
Ah, I would want everyone to know in their hearts that they are beautiful. We are all beautiful, and we are good people, good human beings, and we are meant to do something special. So go forth and do that.
Oh, thank you. That is beautiful. Thank you so much, Hanaa.
Thank
It's been
you, Cindy.
wonderful
Thanks for
spending this
making this
time.
so much fun.
Amazing, amazing.
No script.
No
Wonderful.
script. Speaking from the heart.
Yes. Wonderful.
Okay. Thank you so
So
much.
thank you. Thank you for having me. And so shall I pass the floor back to you and you're going to take it
Yeah.
away?
Yeah, thanks. So if I can just call on Jennifer to join on camera.
Okay. Yes. Hi, Jennifer. All right. I'm going to turn mine off. See you.
Yeah.
Okay, so here we are. We are blessed to welcome Jennifer Isaac, another truly radiant Devi. Jennifer stands as a beautiful example for what it means to excel, not only in business, but in all areas of life. She is the director of Cross Assist Infotech, a thriving software company in Mumbai. And she's also on the Auriga Corporate Advisory. So, with her heart-centered leadership and strong spiritual foundation, Jennifer inspires many with her powerful belief. This is her words of wisdom. Whatever you do the best and be the best. Let an impact be created that sets a legacy. Nothing is impossible with God, is my belief. For all people, if you believe you can cross the greatest oceans, walk across rivers. Jennifer, welcome. We are so honored to have you with us today. Thank you for sharing your journey and wisdom with us. Could you speak into your words of wisdom today?
Sure.
Thanks.
Thank you. Thank you, Cindy, for having me here. And I thank Dr. Ziza too for having me on this platform back again. So it's a pleasure to always be here and lovely to hear Hannah that she was saying. So if you've already read my words of wisdom. So whatever you do the best and be the best. Don't you think every single woman really do everything by their heart? Everyone wants to create an impact, and whatever we take it in our hands, we ensure that we do it to the best. That's how we can create an impact, and people keep talking about it years and years. That's how I want to create a legacy where it says that whatever we do the best. So let a legacy be always created where women comes into the place.
Oh, wonderful.
All the people that I have said, yes, if you believe, why not? You can definitely cross the greatest oceans, walk across the rivers. It's actually a song, where if you believe, if anyone just puts across onto the YouTube, that's a wonderful song. I mean, just keep believing in yourself. You would just do the best.
Wonderful. So, in your mind and your heart, what kind of legacy do you want to leave?
That's what the impact. Create an impact in such a way that people remember you for doing the best of the work that you have got in your hands. And that's very, very powerful with every woman. Whatever they do, they want to create an impact. And knowingly or unknowingly, they seriously create an impact. That's a legacy that I really want to put forward.
Love that. So, you are a lady in tech. So, can you share a little bit about your journey and what inspired you to become a person who works in a technical environment?
Yeah. So I have a passion of running multiple businesses. This is one of the business, and this is the primary business that we run in the name of Cross Assist Infotech. And lately, the company that we started off is the Auriga Corporate Advisors. Of course, every single company has different partners and different people who have the knowledge and the experience to run the company in that domain specific. So in Cross Assist, of course, Isaac is a technical person who of course runs the show. We've got Joseph also with us, who handles all the business development side. I'm also a part along with him. So that's how we run Cross Assist Infotech. So it's just not, I'm not a technical person, but yes, that's a passion to run the IT firm. And that's how Cross Assist Infotech has been built. And with AI in place, why not? We keep ensuring that all the latest technical and the skills keeps upgrading with our current resources that we have with us.
Oh, I find it so interesting that you're a woman in leadership across so many platforms and businesses. So what is the secret? How do you graciously juggle all these roles and get ahead? And are there any challenges that you need to overcome? You know, juggling so many balls in the air, or do you just love it?
Of course. Every single day you just can't come out, it's an adventurous journey. Every day is something adventure. Some or the other obstacles keep coming and but you know what? I have freedom. Okay. I have the freedom and I've been given a complete free hand to do what you really wish to do. That's where I'm blessed to work and juggle between uh, different businesses. And if I have to say, when I have got this freedom, why not I try using it in the right way and show the world that yes, when you get the freedom, use it in the right possible way, and then you create an impact, because that's how that impact will also be created. And you also see to it that all your businesses really sustain and do well.
I love that word freedom. What I'm hearing from you is that you're working to your power and your strengths in an unencumbered way. So when you say freedom, it doesn't mean that nothing goes wrong in life. It just means that you can pivot quickly.
Of
That
course.
that you aren't being directed in a certain way or hampered. You just unencumbered, deal with things quickly, and that's how you can manage so many different areas.
Correct.
So that is a wonderful, wonderful tip. So if you would give some advice to any young women who want to pursue entrepreneurship, especially in this male-dominated tech industries, what would you say to them?
Oh, I would say do not fear. Be bold. Be bold. You have to be bold and keep your fear somewhere back. Ensure that you take everyone together and cross this journey with something like, again, very passionate in your heart. If you have that, why not? This journey will become much more easier for you. You will have hurdles. Everyone has hurdles. Every businesses has got the obstacles, the hurdles. But yes, when you have a right set of team, you have the right set of people along with you and behind you, why not? You can definitely cross that also, because that itself is a very greatest ocean. Why not? You will definitely. And not to forget, please put God first. Without that, you can definitely not go. You cannot dream big. You cannot ensure that you will fulfill your dreams. But yes, if you keep God first, nothing is impossible with God. That's a belief that I have, and I take it forward.
Yeah, beautiful. So your faith clearly plays a big role in your life. So how has your spiritual foundation influenced this leadership style in your business success?
Oh, it's only the spiritual leadership which is actually bringing out the actual leadership in you. If that spiritual is not there, you really don't trust God, you really don't believe God, definitely it's very, very difficult for you to even portray your leadership skills across.
Yeah, perfect. And so when you're talking about balancing business, personal, spiritual, how do you maintain your energy and focus? Because whenever I've met you, you have had such bubbly energy, such sparkling energy, and it's contagious.
It's true, and the energy is always contagious. Probably a lot of my energy has been distributed, and I'm very glad that it is being given to a lot of people. But yes, I really thank God, and His grace is definitely there in me, and nothing without that. If that grace is not there, I really cannot have that energy in me. Every single day, I just wake up and say, "Yeah, what's new today? There's something new that you have to do." So that's something that energy every single person should do. Don't work like a data entry operator, the same work that you have to get up and do the very next day. No, make it something interesting, make it a challenging. You will enjoy your life.
Yeah, I love that. And I really do feel, look, I'm in New Zealand, right? You're on the other side of the world, and I can feel your
Yes.
energy. So
Yeah.
that is so wonderful. So can you tell me about you being on this advisory of the Auriga Corporate Advisory? What does that entail?
Oh, so that's we're one of the leading investment banking firm here in India, and this is almost a decade-old company, but the directors have got shuffled. So I've got onboarded into this company very recently, past 4 months back, and we work with many of the family offices. We give advisory to many of the companies who would like to get themselves listed on the stock exchanges, be it on the MSME side, be it getting listed in the main board, that is National Stock Exchange. And we would also love to get connected to Dr. Peter Goldstein from NASDAQ. So why not? So there are a lot of people who are, so the awareness also of getting their companies listed is too less. So we would really love to come to that platform where we could handhold these people and bring them to the right platform. So that's our main forte.
Oh, wow, man, lady of so many talents. No, I did not know that you were into banking too.
Yeah.
So what else? What other golden surprises do you have? What else are you involved in?
So, being a woman, obviously, jewelry has to be something which should be there. So, obviously, jewelry is another set of business that I run, and that's a real golden diamond business that we run here in India.
Oh, wow. I bet every lady is happy to hear about that. So I'm interested because you have all these businesses that you run and you're involved in. Do you have a common core, a common thread or core values that you have, or does every business have their own set of core values and culture?
Well, every single business I take up only one thing: integrity has to be there. Nothing without that. Let's not forget, we should definitely have that. If you have that integrity in you, you will definitely inculcate the same thing in the business. You would have your culture also like that in your company, to have the same level of integrity. I think nobody should forget that.
Yeah. So basically, you're talking about inherent values, not manufactured company core
No.
values.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. In your words of wisdom, you mentioned this believing that we can cross oceans and rivers if we believe in ourselves. Can you share a moment in your life when you embody that belief?
That's what I said. Every single day there are obstacles, there are hurdles in your life, okay? If you come across one single wrong person in your life, it can be completely different. There, your world would become a topsy-turvy completely, and the only disaster can happen. But remember one thing: if you are true and honest, you can definitely come out even from that hurdle. And when you are true and honest, definitely when you move forward to the next steps, you leave behind all of these things. The past is past. Walk to the future, live to the present. Be very careful. How do you choose your people, your partners? They are very, very important, because if you don't have the right set of people, your hurdles you will keep on getting the same kind of hurdles again and again in your life. So I really believe that you should definitely have a good set of people around you.
Yeah, that's so important, because there is a saying that you are going to become your peer group that you hang around. So in 5 years' time, if you're hanging around high conscious people, you're going to be there. And if you're hanging around losers, you're going to be there. So that your words are so true. Yeah, definitely. So just as is there anything else that you want to add before I ask you your last wrap-up question?
If you want me to say, I remember the last time when I spoke and I was being said that, what would you really like to talk to all the women across the globe? So I would say that dream big. Okay, there's no harm in dreaming big. Be very passionate, be bold, do not fear. A lot of things will keep coming, ups and downs will be there in your life. That's challenges that you will have to oversee and keep moving. That's something that I would really love to tell everyone, not just to women, but everyone.
Mm. I'm a firm believer that when we have challenges, for me, that's just my fuel for growth. It's a beautiful gift of growth, whatever the challenge. And I'm also a firm believer, I'm quite aligned with the way that you think. And I have a simple philosophy of, do we live a life away from fear and towards love? It's a very easy step. We
Yeah,
live a life
keep
towards love.
smiling. Keep smiling all the time.
Yes. Keep smiling. I have never seen you not smiling. So you really live your mantra. It has been so wonderful having you here with us, and so wonderful to everybody who's watching and listening. We wish you all the best, and we wish you always walking in the light and shining your light.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you
you so
so
much.
much. Should we just call Hanaa
Yeah.
on again so we can all say goodbye? Hey, Hanaa.
Hi, that was lovely. I love that about what you said about integrity as well, Jennifer.
Thank you, Hanaa.
Great.
Okay.
Nice.
So yeah, it's been wonderful spending time with you ladies and getting to know you more. And I'm sure we're going to meet up here again. And
Very
yeah,
soon.
definitely. Yeah,
More
keep
shining
shining your
Dewis to come.
light. Oh yeah.
Yeah. All
Excellent.
right. Thanks.
Right.
Right.
Bye.
Thank you,
Bye.
everyone. Bye-bye.